What's going on, guys? Today I will show you some tips on how to become a better entry-fragger. So the video is going to be split into 4 main segments that are on the screen right now. So if you need help with just one of those things, you can skip ahead. At the end of the video, I will show you guys some examples of me entry-fragging so you guys can see the tips in action. So make sure you stay until the end. First, your KD will most likely be negative, so you're gonna have less kills than deaths, and that's completely normal when you're entry-fragging because you're obviously exposed to many different angles and it's more difficult to check all of them in comparison to your teammate who's just waiting behind you, waiting for info. Second, you cannot be scared to enter site alone. You must have confidence in yourself and you must trust your teammates to pick up your refrag if you fall down, because they're gonna have the additional info. Potentially, if you die, the opponent is gonna be low HP, so they have all the advantage on the enemy. And third, you cannot be selfish. You have to not care about yourself, your KD. You just have to play for the win. Play for the round. Just win the round and win for the team, you know? It doesn't really matter what your KD is if you win. No one's gonna remember your KD. For example, if you play Pro League finals and you go like negative KD, no one's gonna remember that. Everyone's just gonna remember that you won the game. The first segment, utility. What you have to know for utility, you basically want to use utility to minimize the amount of angles that you have to check whilst pushing into side. For example, if I want to push main, I like to have a smoke on cross so I don't get picked off by a sniper. And then I try to flash the truck. I try to flash this area, so if a guy's here, he's flashed, he cannot peek me. So all I have to really check whilst pushing on the side, because the guy behind the truck is flashed, I peek like this, I pre-aim the corner of the green box, and then I can check cubby. Well, my teammates are obviously gonna help me from elbow and from main, like behind me. So yeah, you just have to minimize the angle. You just flash this guy for a bit, you can also like push him after. And it's much easier to check 2 angles instead of 4. For example, if I'm going elbow, I like to smoke CT, so I have to keep checking it. So I can also flash side, flash the truck, just to give me some advantage. Pre-aim like this, like just check the most obvious angles. So pre-aiming is really important when you're pushing on the side, so you don't have to keep flicking your crosshair. For example, if I want to push main, I want to pre-aim this box. A lot of players play on this box. I want to pre-aim the truck. I want to pre-aim this head glitch. Or sometimes even on top of the truck. I want to pre-aim CT. I want to pre-aim like this corner, this line. And yeah, on A side, it's really, the pre-aiming is not that advantageous on A side, but on B side, it's much easier. For B side, you pre-aim this head glitch, you pre-aim this box, this head glitch as well. And when you're peak, you can, like after you check this, you can flash side. And you can check these stairs, and then these stairs. This is one of the most common spots in master rank, the head glitch, because people think it's good, but once you know, you pre-aim it, and it's an easy kill. Okay, and then you can kind of like smoke cafe and enter, check this corner, and then just enter side easily. How you can practice pre-aiming? You're just keeping your crosshair at headshot level, and just like running around the map, just checking the most common spots, like how do I easily kill him without having to adjust my crosshair a lot. So like if I push B side, I don't even aim here, I just pre-aim this, because the chance that he peeks me from here is not the biggest. So I can kind of risk it if I'm the entry-fragger, because I have teammates behind me, obviously. I can kind of risk it and like pre-aim this angle. This is a very common angle. The third segment is gonna be flicking. So flicks are really important when you're entry-fragging, because people might peek you from some angles that you're not checking, because like when you're entry-fragging, you're exposed to a lot of different angles. For example, if I push A side, I check this, of course, but when I peek this, he can peek me from the other side. So it's mandatory to have quick reactions, to have flicks on point, and to have a teammate behind you, especially because he can refrag you. You're obviously not gonna be able to get the first frag all of the time, so it's important to have a teammate behind you who can watch your angles that you're not checking. Like if I'm pushing here, my teammate can be just holding this, so he doesn't peek me from there, so I can just like peek these two angles. So the way you want to practice flicks is just going to a room of bots, hold the wall or hold left, wait for a bot to peek you and just flick onto him. At least that's what I did sometimes. So the last tip is gonna be aiming, and aiming is really important because you get into gunfights a lot. You are the first point of contact of your team, and the team relies on you to get at least the opening pick on the side, so they can have an easier time checking the rest of side that you don't check. So you have to be able to win gunfights, and the way I practice my aim is just go into a room of bots and just try one-tapping them, control your recoil, like standing, crouching, moving, like just use your movement. It's really important because movement throws a lot of players like off, and it's much more difficult for them to trace you. So yeah, you have to be able to control like good recoil. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you want another tips and tricks video, make sure to like the video. I will make a new tips and trick video at 100 likes, and let me know in the comments below what you want that video to be. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.